In 2002, German vitamin entrepreneur Dr. Matthias Rath arrived in South Africa, a country with 6.5 million HIV infections.
I am privileged to be in your country and fighting this battle with you.
Rath claimed that the only known effective treatment, antiretroviral drugs, were toxic, and that vitamin supplements produced by his company, VitaCell, were a miracle cure that could reverse the symptoms of AIDS.
Never before in history of mankind was a greater crime committed than the genocide organized in the interest of the multi-billion-dollar investment business with disease by the pharmaceutical drug cartel.
Rath had made many claims all over the world for his vitamins, that they could cure heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Subject to a succession of legal actions in the US, Germany, and the Netherlands, Rath found a new disease and a new country.
For the first time, people, dozens of people have come together who are living proof that the AIDS epidemic, the symptoms of AIDS, can be reversed.
Rath's message chimed with the cultural belief in traditional medicine and patients' aversion to the unpleasant side effects of ARVs. This is Khayelitsha, a shantytown suburb of Cape Town, where poverty, unemployment, and disease are rampant. Khayelitsha alone is home to 40,000 people diagnosed HIV positive. Armed with tens of thousands of dollars from selling his vitamins worldwide, it was here in 2003 that Rath set up offices and began to conduct illegal clinical trials on HIV and AIDS patients. He recruited a dozen of these patients to help him publicize his vitamins.
This is the future for Africa. This is the future for the world. Africa, this is the future for the world.
Okay, my name is Nanhlanhla. I'm one of the people who've been helped by Dr. Rath. Nombulelo is my name. 2001, I was diagnosed as HIV positive. Things started to happen, and here I am, feeling 100% better than I was when I first went to the Harare clinic. And I am living proof that vitamins work.
Marietta Nziba, Rath's star witness, is seen here at his side in June 2005. 4 months after this film was shot, she was dead. Rath claimed that all 749 patients in his trial were not taking ARVs when they began his course of vitamins. As Rath's South African venture unfolded, a new picture began to emerge.
You know, when you're going to a funeral and you're going to be a speaker in a funeral where you know exactly people were accessing the multivitamins, you know, you would cry when you're talking because you would say this, that it's an unnecessary death, you know. It's one of the people that were not supposed to die. It's one of the people that they were supposed to be using antiretroviral drugs and be given a second chance. But now there are no more.
Nandifa Skebenga's sister Nora was taking her ARVs, and her condition was stable until she came into contact with the Rath Health Foundation in 2005.
Dr. Rath yena une-treatment ayikisa abantu aba-HIV positive ibe ngu-1 to only 2 months. After 2 months bazibone bebhetele kwinyanga yesithathu. Bathi naye makangagoduki ngoku yena makahoya ne-treatment yakhe. And then ayiyeke le yase-SIP angazidibanisa uzoyi-2 i-treatment. Ndathi ke mna ukuba bendingakholi ukumjika into ayixelele ikliniki. Ndathi ke mna asidityaniswa ezi pilisi ziyafana nawathi ziyafana, so kuyena gqirha uzamnceda lo ngoba kuthi zaba only 2 months kwinyanga yesithathu ndazibona bobhetele. Mna ke ngikhange ndikubone bobhetele. Xa isenjela treatment yakhona endaweni uba makabebhetele waya eba week worse waye-enda apha esweleka. Ndifile kabuhlungu kaloku because mhlawumbi beza survive Nora njengabanye abantu aba-HIV baphilile and bakhona sababona baphilile baneminyaka eyi-13. oma-15 years umuntu ephila ne-HIV yakhe. So ungathi kumna uba ngabane khangazitye eza pilisi zikaRath.
During a routine scan of her unborn baby, Noluthando Magwebu was informed that she was HIV positive. She was visited at home by the Rath Health Foundation. Convinced by Rath's story, she stopped taking her ARVs and began a course of his vitamins. 3 months later, she was dead.
Esapilisi babezicela bona into bazawumnceda ezalantuka ukuthi angabi sabinayo i-AIDS, zimnyusele amajoni omzimba angehli xa endaweni yalonto angasuka wawesi.
With the death toll in Khayelitsha mounting, the Treatment Action Campaign, an NGO that works for the rights of people with HIV, mounted a legal action against Rath and the South African government for conducting illegal clinical trials on human subjects and for making false advertising claims.
In a situation where you have so many people with a life-threatening illness that is killing so many people, it is a crime to sell these quacker remedies as cures for HIV. The state should use all its resources to stop people like that.
In June 2008, the High Court in Cape Town ruled against Rath and the South African government and banned Rath from operating or publishing in South Africa.
I make the following order. 1, it is declared that the clinical trials conducted in South Africa by and or under the direction of the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th respondent are unlawful. 2, the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th respondents are interdicted from conducting unauthorized clinical trial in South Africa.
This kind of criticism is nothing new for Matthias Rath. In 2005, the World Health Organization led a coalition of NGOs in condemnation of Rath's advertising as dangerous and irresponsible.
Although this is a great victory today, let's not forget that there were real human lives lost as a consequence of the actions of Matthias Rath.
Because ndathi ndawo yayisayiphindayo ndayozithetha emveni kobe yile yena eyibuye yendixelela le nto ndahamba nam ndathi mandiye ndiyozitesta kodwa ke nam ndi-HIV positive. Ndithi ndingumfazi, ndingutata, ndizenza zonke izinto apha endlini kodwa ke kamandi nabo ezinye nezinye bayakwazi uzenzela.
Having watched his wife die, Zondani, like so many other South Africans, is totally bewildered by the conflicting claims of Matthias Rath and the medical establishment. He has chosen not to take any treatment at all.
Sathi asikabikho qha loo nto ilapha kum ngoba andinathemba le nto ba emveni koba nditye ezinantsika nam andizunantsikana andizulandelwa kwam nemveni koba ndenze le nto so ndibona into yoba mangendizihlalele nje.
They have already lost their mother, and unless Zondani begins a course of antiretrovirals, these children may also soon lose their father. The Guardian has received reports that now drummed out of South Africa, Rath has moved on to his next, new, fertile pasture, Russia. It's here, now, that life expectancies are plummeting and a whole new market for Matthias Rath is opening up.